Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Smart Souls episode 12, with me, Adam, aka the Sound Scotsman. In this episode, we are going to sneak into Sens Fortress and grab some important treasure, particularly the Covetous Gold serpent ring, and then we're going to head down to the depths, discover the best farming spot in the entire game for humanity, take on the boss, but there's something I really need to show you guys first. Okay, so remember in the last episode we got the secret covenant. I just want to go through the dialogue for the first time with him, with you. Okay?
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. Why? What's spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it.
No, we do not want to show him about it.
I suppose I was mistaken. In any case, I will definitely trust you. Apologies, my friend. Forget that I said it.
Good. But be careful of him the next time you talk to him as well, because he may think you've changed your mind. So, you know, just to be extra safe, make sure you listen to what he says and answer that you don't want to send him down to find where you got that pyromancy, as I explained the significance of it in the last episode. Okay, might actually take another copy of something here. Take another fireball, why not? The depths, there's lots of creatures that do hate fire down there, so we're going to use a little bit of pyromancy. Also, you're about to find a significant spike in difficulty with the game, with Sens Fortress. So if you haven't done, for example, went back to the Northern Undead Asylum, that would be a good time to do it, would probably be now, just to clear out that boss, because you should have a plus 10 sword by now. And also the other thing about going into Sens Fortress is, because you'll feel the spike in difficulty, it will be probably a nice change of pace to actually go back down and do the depths, so it'll be a little bit easier. We'll maybe get a level or two up there, and it might actually encourage you to hang around that area for a little bit longer until you're actually ready to then set off to Sens Fortress for real. So, I'll meet you at the Parish Bonfire, guys. Okay, so here we are back at the parish. And as you can see, that Sens Fortress is now open. Okay. Be careful of that little square there. You see it popping up? That's a little trap. I do love this sword for that reason. These big guys. Flatten them right to the floor. No problems. If you're wondering what shield I'm using, it's the Black Knight shield. It was a toss-up between this and the Grass Crest shield, but there was slightly more lightning resistance on the Black Knight shield. Not a lot, but I thought I would just take it because I do have the two, so... Okay. I didn't know if that would work or not. I'll try it from this angle just to see. But unfortunate that doesn't work. But we don't really need to go down there right now anyway. Although there is an illusory wall. But when we take on Sens Fortress properly, that's when we'll do that. In the meantime, Anyway, clerics would like to probably use force, knock the guy right off. But we don't have that luxury. The trick with all these is just to look at the puzzle and figure it out. It's not difficult, really. And it's part of the fun, let's face it. It was well put together, this area. There we are. In here. And the next one, it's safe here. And then both of the next ones. And then take care of him. But being careful not to go too far in. That's why. Yeah. So I don't know how we stepped on it. Maybe it was him that done it. That's handy. A sleepy snake. He'll be relevant in a wee while. See that wall he's behind? It looks a little bit funny. There is actually a way to smash it. Oh, brilliant. Love it when that happens. Come on, hopefully another one will get him. This will be just for our amusement. Come on. Yes! Okay, enough playing with him. I'll kill him off. Okay, so just using this little bit here. There we go. He's actually hiding something cool, so we'll come up this way and grab it. Just because we can. It's not particularly on our list of important things to get right now, but here it is nevertheless, the Ring of Steel Protection. Now, this little secret bit, just jump down. And more importantly, there's our friend Siegmeyer of Katharina, or Onion Bro if you like.
Where did you come from? Splendid news, I tell you.
One of my favourite NPCs actually. He's saying he's a bit too plump to be outrunning those boulders. Just making sure to talk to him all the way so he gets us in the next spot. He's nothing to do with the platinum trophy or anything, but you know, I just like to bring him on the quest. I think he gives us one thing that is important. By ways of a spell or a miracle. But beyond that, the ring that he gives us isn't really that good. Okay. You can actually fool them into sometimes actually getting hit with the arrows. Well, I wasn't so lucky that time. This bit's a little bit annoying. I feel like the game's a little bit broken. If you stand too close to the door's edge, you'll actually get hit by the ball, even though it's not really your fault. Okay, right, up we go. I want to roll off about here. Plop. There we go, he's no trouble. Absolute proud knight, but there is better, you know. Oh yes, there is better. There we are, the Sorcery Hush. That's very, very cool. And a shortcut to unlock. So you could actually go up there to the boulder machine and move it to a different direction, but every time we go to the part that I was just at, the boulders just move back on their own, so there's not actually really any point in doing it. I'll just show you this. Now look very carefully at it. See, it's covered in blood. It's a trap. Don't fall for it. Just want to check something out real quick. Yeah, I thought as much. Okay, we're going to grab an extra little piece of treasure from in there before we homeward bone back out. So we're going to go and get what we came for and then come back here. Right, we'll wait till this boulder goes, and down we go. Wait, down we go. And run. There. We need the balls to fill up that pit, which they'll just do that on their own. Now, were you paying attention in previous episodes? Now, that chain is facing towards us, so what do you think that means? That's right, it's a mimic. But like I did promise I would show you at some point. Lloyd's talisman. There we go. He's all sleepy. We don't even have to kill him. We get his treasure anyway. And this part here was the part with that bloody wood on it. The trap, basically, so it's tempting, but don't bother. There we are, that's exactly what we wanted. Wait for the next boulder, and then safely cross. We have time. That's it. Covetous Gold serpent ring. That's what we wanted. So that would probably be enough to actually homeward bone, but... oh, that was a close one. But we're going to get one final piece before we homeward bone back and go take on the depths. I need to choose my moment here wisely. This probably will backfire. Yeah. Damn. Oh, and again. Oh dear. Gonna have to take the damage, I think, once more. Oh, come on. Alright, let's try this again. Actually, you know what? I'm going to confidently go up here and roll off when it comes to the... oh, that was close. Right, okay. We managed it. But if you stayed on, then it thrusts you up really quickly and splats you into the spikes. There we are. Okay, through here. Yep, there we are. Slumbering Dragon Crest Ring. So that's basically like the sorcery we just picked up. That makes your footsteps quiet so no one can actually hear you. So that is a very, very, very good ring. Okay, right, let's meet you at the door to the depths. On the way back, I thought I would just quickly show you I'm upgrading my longbow to +5. Okay, and now I can modify equipment and make a raw longbow. Okay, so as our scaling with dex is just going to be terrible, then there isn't any point, because we're only having 14 dex all game long. So statistically it would make more sense to actually have a longbow in raw form, because that just does raw damage and lessens the scaling. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. There we are, a raw longbow. Now we can upgrade that as and when we want. This NPC is now awake as well, down in Firelink, so you can sell any unwanted crap to him. I'll skip through this so you can just enjoy it at your own pace. I quite like this character, so I don't really want to... Right, okay, so I wanted to feed one green Titanite shard and see what happens. Becoming Titanite shard, right? I remember I didn't have any small Titanite, so there we are. I fed one and I now have 5. I should have done this the other way around actually. 18 of them. Right, okay, so I have got 5. I'm going to prove it to you, okay? Right, I'll do that once more. Right, feed item, green Titanite shard, okay? See, now we have 10. Okay, so that's hopefully proved that to you. And you can just get rid of any of your unwanted weapons and that kind of a thing. But what to do is, do check on the wiki for the Knight's Honour trophy in case you have anything on that list that you don't want to accidentally sell. But the likes of cracked shields and all that sort of a nonsense that you pick from the hollows and the duplicate outfits, that sort of a stuff, you can feel free to just sell all that stuff as you want. So here we are at the door of the depths. You should remember how to get down here, because you've probably already been to get the large ember. But if not, just watch the Capra Demon episode and it'll all come back. I could have met you a little bit further into the level, but well, it's not going to do any harm to have a quick refresher. The reason I brought up Frampt in Firelink Shrine is because soon after Anor Londo, in fact, no, scratch that. As soon as we head up from Sens Fortress, beat the boss, then we'll be in Anor Londo, so we won't have another chance to actually get rid of any shields or sell any of that, like sell anything that you want to get rid of. Because if you want the Platinum Trophy and you want the Dark Wraith Covenant, the Dark Wraith Secret Covenant, then you basically won't have access to Frampt again for the whole game. So it is a little bit of a bummer. You can always do the Dark Wraith Covenant, I suppose, in New Game Plus if you like, but I like to try and do as much for the Platinum as possible in the first run of the game. Just makes life easier, because new game really is so much easier than New Game Plus. Oh, we're not one-shotting him. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to something here. There. There's a little hole we can fall down. I'm going to take you to the bonfire, and then to shorten the episode a little bit, I'm going to walk back here and then meet you here. Because I have a feeling that dropping down there will take us to the giant rat, giving us an advantage because we'd be above its head and we can just cheese it with some fireballs. And obviously, if anything goes wrong, then I want to be able to just homeward bone straight back to the bonfire. You'll notice in a little minute that I have got a lot of pyromancy equipped for this level. That dog is going crazy. There we are. Okay, so he's dead. You only had one life. So it's just a straight path straight to the bonfire, but be wary of these sludge monsters in the ceiling. They drop onto your head. I'm going to try my best not to actually... That's better. They really, really hate fire, but their health bar is big for everything that isn't fire, basically. The arrow doesn't always get it. I think we're supposed to go for like a sludgy part of it or something. Ah! What's also noteworthy is the fact that the bonfire is actually a warpable bonfire. So later on we're going to be able to just come straight here. We'll just kindle it. Okay, I'll see you at that little hole in a second. Okay, so I'm back at this little hole now, as if by magic. You'll notice I've changed my outfit, because the stats on this are really, really good for curse resist. Look at that, the Crimson Robe 21 Cursed Resist. That is phenomenal. I think it might actually be the best outfit in the game for Cursed Resistance. And of course I've put the Covetous Gold serpent ring on as well, for the farming capabilities. It's an absolute humanity hotspot. Yes, it is. We are exactly where I wanted us to be. That's perfect. So we didn't really need the curse outfit on Crimson Robe. We didn't need that quite yet. But that giant rat there, I don't like fighting him on his on-ground level, if I'm honest. I don't mind just cheesing him with the pyromancies from here. One more ought to do it. And he's dropped something as well by the looks of things. We already have one of those. You'll also notice I've bought some charcoal pine resin that applies fire to your sword. I did that just as a... just in case we get into some trouble down here type situation. Right. This here. Want to make that route just obvious to myself there. It is a little bit of a labyrinth, this area. The bonfire is basically just in there. I could homeward bone, but I quite like this little shortcut, so I'm actually just going to slide down. You just make sure you're on the left hand side. Okay. You'll find all sorts of different shapes and sizes of rats down here. Yeah, that's right. That's right. This way. Of course, that giant rat only has one life. I guess you guys probably figured that. So there we go. We're basically just back at the bonfire now. And able to start our run for good. Before we go any further, I've just realised something. Normally at the point where I go back to the Undead Asylum, I make a trade with the crows. Now, for personal reasons on a video that's up and coming, I didn't want to trade anything at that time. But before you come down here, I would very, very, very much advise that you swap one cracked red eye orb with the crow's nest in the northern undead asylum to get 2 purging stone in return. The reason for this is there are these frogs down here. You remember from the Great Hollow, those big crazy frogs. They're called basilisks. That's their real name, but anyway, I digress. Those guys can curse you with that black mist that they nearly got me with. Well, anyway, it really sucks if you get cursed. Your health is halved until you use a purging stone. So I can't stress that enough. That it really, really does suck. So yeah, pick up some purging stone. If you can't be bothered going back to the Undead Asylum, then up to Cromwell the Pardoner, where we rang the first bell with the gargoyles. He sells it for the cheapest price. The hag in the well is more expensive for purging stone. I think it's something like 4,000 from her and maybe 1,000 or 2,000 at Cromwell. I can't actually remember the specifics of it, but I know for a fact that he is much cheaper. Only 1 piece, that's all you'll need, really. This is the superb farming spot. But at the very, very end of the video, what I'm actually going to do is do 1 clean farming run and show you in its entirety. But for the moment, it's just about getting the level clear and picking up a ring from down where the basilisks actually are. And of course getting invaded by Kirk. That's coming up as well. The NPC Kirk invades us 3 times in the game. Every time he drops something. And then at the very end, after you've fought him 3 times, where the spider, Quelaag's sister, that's Chaos Servant Covenant, you find his corpse there, along with the rest of his stuff. I can already feel the Platinum Hunters getting excited about seeing this wizard down here. Thing is though, that wizard only has 1 life. But it's important that you kill him before you do the boss fight. Here we go, humanity. The reason being, he'll actually fire magic at you all during your boss fight. So, yeah, definitely want to kill him. This is also part of the farming run that I'll show you at the end of the video. But this is definitely not a farming run, as I don't have any humanity in the counter at the moment. Watch the rats in the box. Of course, when you come down here on a farming run, you might not want to be wearing the crimson armour. I'm wearing this just purely because it has the best curse resistance in the game. You might want the red hemmed, the gold hemmed outfit, that black one that you see me wearing quite often, because of the resistance to poison, and rats can poison. But we are about to go and find... Yeah, that's where we're going. But first... I could already hear them croak. Oh. If you're wondering where that is, that's where we fought the giant rat. Look at him backing off. He's not scared, he's trying to lure me into that hole. This place does feel a bit like a labyrinth, I'm not gonna lie. I don't like this place. I'm not scared of it or anything, like, but I certainly don't like it. I'm just trying to decide which hole to actually fall down. See, there's one that's not so bad, and there's one that's worse. I think I picked the right... Oh, no, no, no. Oh, no, no. Yeah, I picked the correct one, as luck would have it. So if I go up here first... Yeah, that's perfect. That's absolutely perfect. Kirk's going to invade us around about here. Oh. Mm-hmm. Okay. Patience is really the thing. You just want to take it little by little. That's the ring that we're coming down here for. I can't resist just killing some rats. Right, one more. If you'll indulge me. There we go. This was actually a happy accident. I didn't think he was this far down. There we go. Lovely. Okay, so we don't need to come back this way again. Check this off our list. You can just get that piece of treasure, homeward bone back, and then go take on the boss. And that'll be that. We never ever have to come back down to these crazy horrible frogs again. That's where I came in from. That's where I'll drop down. I'm just going to check something up here. I have a feeling there might be a wee door that I could open if I wanted. Ugh. Get rid of that curse. That's a humanity over in that corner. I'll have to admit though, this is the Out of the whole entire game, this is the part I would say that I'm... Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, my goodness, my goodness, my goodness. Most unfamiliar with, because I always do this. I come down, I get the ring, and then I don't come back down here again. But that drop is excellent. Eye of Death, yep. We need 10 of them for the Gravelord Servant Covenant. So you may want to consider farming those frogs, however terrible that may sound. But if you do come down with a purging stone, then at least if you do get cursed, then you're not going to be in the situation that I'm in, and you'll be able to cure it. So, pillage corpse. There we go. Ring of the Evil Eye. Yes. So, Bloodbourne fans, you guys might like that ring, because every enemy you kill, you get health back. So it might make it feel a little bit like you're playing Bloodbourne. Right, so that way I'll grab that humanity and then we can homeward bone. And then we can take on the boss. And then at the end of the video, of course, I'll show you the perfect farming run. There we go, humanity. We now need nothing else from down here. Okay, I'll just rest again. Actually, take a level, why not? I'm sure you guys don't mind me leveling up. Keeps me alive longer to complete this guide. Okay, so nice, straightforward and easy. We can either go that way if we want, or we could go this way. Yep, let's go downstairs. We're not doing the farming run, we're actually going to take on the boss, so downstairs it is. Because we came down here after ringing the second bell, there is not an NPC down there. He's actually moved already. There's usually a guy sitting here. If you were to come down here before going down to Blighttown and ringing the bell, he would be here. But he's actually in Firelink Shrine now, under the bridge. So keep an eye out for him. He doesn't have really anything that good on him at the moment, but later on in the game, as we kill more and more bosses, he starts to be the merchant to actually sell their uniforms, so that's pretty cool. And this is actually the door into Blighttown. This is actually the very, very top of Upper Blighttown, which we will explore at some point after Anor Londo. So anyway, let's go kill this boss. some treasure around. Next floor down, I think. There's our friend Solaire. Yeah, there we are. Not really that useful for us, is it? But hey ho. Anyway, before we go and kill this boss, remember what I told you about the humanity. If the boss is still alive in an area, your humanity counter, you get an extra soft humanity just every once in a while. So you may want to do the actual farming of the area, the rats. You may want to farm and farm and farm some humanity before actually killing the boss. Or you may even not want to kill the boss at all. You might want to leave it until after Anor Londo. It's entirely up to yourself. There's nothing forcing us to kill him just now. But Platinum Hunters, there is a weapon we can get if we cut his tail off, so bear that in mind. Right, so there, let's go and do this. This is a very cool boss, actually, to be fair. Seeing as we don't need that ring on, I might actually put the Ring of Steel protection on. Now, of course it is Smart Souls, so you're looking for some sort of a tips or tricks. Basically, it's quite an easy fight. So just try and stay away from his face, let Solaire deal with that side, and you stay behind him and just do your thing. That Ring of Steel protection is of course really helping, so you may wish to do that. You could of course equip a sorcery or two and use the other ring. Choice is yours, whatever you think. But you see how easy it is. In the order that we've done it, of course. Okay, so for yous of those that know about farming humanity and that kind of a thing, we'll let you guys go now. As usual, it would be cool if you would leave some comments, legendary if you would subscribe, and if you want to let other people see this video, then of course a share or a like is the way to go. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheerio. So this is the best humanity farming spot in the whole of Dark Souls. It's the best because it's easy, but you could also say it's the fastest because there is one area later on in the game that you can get probably more humanity per minute, but including the trip down and what of a pain it really is, I would say that this is actually faster overall because of the accessibility, of course. You can warp straight here once you have the Lord Vessel and then go kill the rats as and when you please, as often as you would like. So let's get ready. Obviously we want to pop some humanity. Let's check what our status is just now. Item discovery is 150 with 1 soft humanity popped. If we put the ring on, the Covetous Gold serpent ring, which if you're watching Smart Souls episode 12, you've seen this at the start of the video, but if you're watching this clip on its own, then you might actually want to check out Smart Souls episode 12, and at the very beginning of the episode I will show you how to get that ring. And it should hopefully be a fun watch, of course. Next, let's see what that gives us. 350 item discovery. So I'm going to pop only 2 humanity. Obviously everybody knows that 10, you can pop up to 10 humanity and that will make a difference. 365. Okay, we'll take that. That's good enough. Obviously if you've left the boss alive, you'll randomly get the odd bit of soft humanity, but we just killed the boss, so right, this is spot 1. You'll notice I have the gold-hemmed skirt on. That's to minimise the poison. There, rat in the box. This is the little second grouping. There we go. And now the final grouping. Okay, they haven't dropped any. It's just the luck of the draw, really, though. You'll find some runs give you loads of humanity and some are a little bit less. There we are, that's as simple as that. Then you can just teleport back with a homeward bone or a homeward spell, or even just walk back if that's your thing. So, anyway, good luck farming the rats, and thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Goodbye for now, and we'll see you in episode 13 of Smart Souls. Thanks for watching.